I'm not the real AK, but it's your boy Schlachta. I went from Illuminati sign 0 subscribers to 10 subscribers, and I want to thank y'all very much. Thank you, God. Some people wish that I fall off, but I never really fall off. I'm a soldier with the motors on my shoulders, never feeling colder as ever. Cold as the flow, I really stay gold, but if mine stay cold, if I stay gold, then you know my flow backwards like a war, fuck a wolf. Boys, always girls, always gentlemen and bitches first. I guess that's what they think when they hear the verse, but my curse is a verse of turds immersed with the turbulence, more like a turbulence. Never heard the kid once again, but the severance stamp and a bite, put that ass and gape, and the ass in the gape, cause I am the grape, feeling like a grape, God's good grape in the bush. Then they see it in the bush, more like a certainty is a perjury. When you hear my verses, a murder bringing of words. A lyrical magician at its first. It's the finest of my Mayans, cause more Mayans are more like gold, like a Mayan. Motherfuckers try to test, but that's alright. I put an overtype in the overdrive and the overpen over my lines, cause my lines go harder than my old lines. Cause I feel biased, but I don't feel biased, cause I feel biased. I'm glad it's smirking. These pussies try to pay me, but you better pay me. It's a pussy. Had a bad bitch, but she had some double D's, Drogan Lees, like a double Mogan's piece, with the Mogan C's, like a double D's, with the Topus leash. Had it on a leash with a meese, that the pussy feast, that the yeast at the least. Eat the beast, east of the better beast, and the metal east, and the metal meast, cause I better feast my least. Bitch, I'm a beast. I don't really care, cause it's metal malicious, pretentious. I'm living the visions, more like my vivid lynches. But my lynch is more like a lynch mob, but I don't really hang mobs with the noose and the loose necks, with the goose specs, with the who's like a who's wet, but you really got wet. Motherfucker got snap neck. Dead. Yo, real talk. Yo, I never talk about that gun talk unless I let my gun talk. I'll let that auto-tune vocal his chords into his neck, then inject a bullet cartridge edge. Yeah, with a bullet's cartridge edge, but I'm more like shoddy. Not horror, but that's not horror for my horoscope, cause I like them shells. Got them shells like a shell shock value. Then I'll show you my parts of the value. He don't even talk like the way I did impersonations, but impersonated valued. Yo, and the value, cause I'm more like Malibu, cause the way I fucking Talibu, like the Taliban with the Taliban. Tell your man, if your mans have a man, then the motherfucking man's a man. Yo, and that's in the end, and the innuendo. If you get it, if you're in your window, and he's still alive in the end, then I guess you might die, you in though, like you win, bro. Hot, then I'm down in the out, and I still get about, and I still get around, but I never have a run around, cause that pussy never get around. Beat around the bush, yeah, bring it over here, bring it on that fucking, cause I'm smoking that, and motherfuckers say I'm good, real and good like confetti, my Yeti, and I say that's good and jetty, not bad and bougie. What you mean, who's he like Houdini, who see me? Motherfuckers know me, cause I'm too good like a Wu-Sang, but a Wu-Tang, got the cash rules over everything in my cream, or more like blue dream, juicy A, got the seam and the schemes. I don't really know your regime, my regimes is old fucking themes. Yeah, boy, and I'm living that life, and I'm living that life, and I live it real right, and I live to the left, and I live to the right, or I give them the left and the right, cause they left right there with the dead light stare, with some dead light air. If they really feel on air, if they on air with the lyrics, then that's okay. Lyrical magician, with the way I speak is more like a mission, but that's my missives. If I said in the first from beginnings, first from last, it's like being in life. You'll see the Genesis, but that Genesis, I was reading Genesis. She was seeing that enemy, drinking on the Hennessy. Say if he's enemies with the Hennessy, then I'm cracking. Let's get this shit fucking cracking. What you mean, cracker? Yeah, bitch, real white, but I put that mind over these lines, cause I'm a beast inside.